The town of Ijebu was alive as always, with students and residents moving through the busy streets. Motorbikes zoomed by. Traders called out to passers-by, and laughter echoed from street corners. It was a typical day in Ijebu.
Stop there. If you move an inch, I go woz you better slap.
Tuyor backed at an innocent jambite. The jambite froze in his tracks, trembling.
Please, I don't want any trouble. I just want to go for my lectures. Please.
He pleaded, his voice shaking.
You even have the nerves to talk back at me. Me? You know what I be for this campus?
Apart from the freshers and the school, who wouldn't know Tuyor in Ogun State University? Tuyor belonged to the Red Horn confraternity, and he was the hitman as well as the number 3 in rank. Tuyor was known for his ruthless demeanor and unshakable confidence. No one dared to cross him, not even lecturers. Tuyor's notoriety didn't come from mere bullying. He was feared for a reason. Rumors had it that Tuyor might have fortified himself with charms, making him nearly invincible. Anyone who tried to talk ill of him behind his back experienced a chronic headache. Even rival cultists avoided crossing paths with him, and as a hitman, Tuyor's hands had shed blood. Many might think joining a cult on campus comes with a lot of benefits. But when you see the end of many who join, you wonder why anyone should even join in the first place. For some of them, their lives are short-lived. Such was Tuyor's story. Most cult clash that claimed the lives of cultists in school had happened because of a girl. How pitiful. Tuyor's life, however, was short-lived because of his daring character. How, you may wonder. His story was more than just his reign of terror. Beneath his fierce exterior lay a duality that would ultimately lead to his downfall. If someone from school and someone from home would describe Tuyor, they would be describing two different people. Tuyor was fierce and domineering in school, yet gentle and kind at home. So you may never suspect that he could be the other person he was in school, let alone be a cultist. And so it was that Tuyor's younger brother gained admission into Osu as well, and he was soon initiated into one of the confraternities on campus. But it wasn't the same as his elder brothers. After all, there was no way he could have known that his elder brother Tuyor was a member of the cult. Somehow, Tuyor caught wind of the news that his younger brother had been initiated into the Dark Bulls, a rival cult group. Oh, his fury knew no bounds.
What?
Tuyor yelled aloud.
My own brother? Them bring my brother into Black Bulls. Them the grace.
The Dark Bulls and the Red Horn confraternities were well-known rival groups in school, as they've had notorious and deadly clashes in the past. He stormed into anti-P-beer joints where members of the Dark Bulls were gathered, drinking and laughing. Without hesitation, he disrupted their revelry.
So when I get mind, then my own brother from our group, Abi. Not get mind.
He roared, pointing a finger at the group.
My own blood brother. Ejemi. Not the man.
The Dark Bulls were taken aback, and as though spellbound, none of them uttered a word. Tuyor's audacity to confront them on their turf was unprecedented. He said many cruel words in harsh tones, No one dared to respond as he spat out his fury and stormed out. But Tuyor wasn't done. Fueled by rage, he returned to the joints the second time to confront them again. This time, the mood was different. A new member, eager to prove himself, stood up to challenge the status quo.
How can one person disrupt us like that and walk away?
The recruit sneered. His words stirred the group, and before anyone could stop him, he pulled out a gun and aimed it at Tuyor. By some stroke of luck, the gunshot didn't penetrate. Perhaps that would have been his chance for escape, but Tuyor stood his ground.
What?
Realizing that bullets wouldn't work, they rushed at him, pushed him down to the ground, and smashed a large rock on his head. Tuyor fell to the ground, lifeless. The news of his death spread like wildfire across the campus. Students whispered about the brutal way he had been killed.
Tuyor is dead,
They said, almost in disbelief. For someone so feared and untouchable, his death was a shocking reminder of the dangers of cultism.
What a brutal way to go.
Tuyor muttered to his friends as they discussed the incident later.
Imagine.
Ikechukwu added,
The newest recruit of the Dark Bulls was the one who took down the mighty Tuyor. Who would have thought?
"In what state will his girlfriend be now?" asked James, who was just being curious.
Look at this one. You are not even talking about his family, especially his younger brother. You are talking about his girlfriend. Rubbish.
Tuyor remarked, irritated. "You're right about that, Sha," James agreed. And then, as though remembering something, the conversation shifted as James turned to Tuyor with a teasing grin.
By the way, how far about that bet now? It's been 8 months now. Abimbola is still holding up strong. Are you going to accept defeat or what?
Do you think TY will accept defeat that easy? He's a player, man. Still in the game.
Ikechukwu chipped in. Tuyor simply smiled at his friends in a bid to mask the confusion going on in his mind. He had been able to score goals with other girls after his bets to get down with Abimbola. However, she seemed to be a hard nut to crack. He had made the bet with his friends in the heat of excitement. Listening to James and Ikechukwu remind him of the bet made him feel a strange way, and he wonders why. He couldn't define or explain it. As the days passed, Tuyor found himself questioning the bet. What was it about her that made him hesitate? Was it guilt? Or something more? What happens next? Is Tuyor truly having a change of heart about his bets? What will become of Abimbola and Tuyor? Find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.